Hello. How is everyone? Hey. There we go. There's my webcam. There we go. I'm trying a couple different things today. First thing is I'm trying streaming and recording. I've never done that on my computer. So I want to see how it handles that. Also, I'm trying to find some music. So, should handle it. I mean, yeah, it should handle it fine, but I've never tried it. So I wanted to I wanted to give it a shot. Because usually, I mean, I guess it always did fine when I taught and streamed and recorded. So, and Zoom is way more CPU, more of a CPU hog than. Plus, my whiteboard I was using was a CPU hog. This camera keeps adjusting. Let's camera focus. Ooh. Plot. Okay, there we go. Hopefully that'll make it stop focusing, doing the autofocus thing. But yeah, I'm looking for some music right now. And for whatever reason, I really want to listen to Splatoon. So I'm trying to decide if I should just play the Splatoon soundtrack. I wonder why what? Oh, why I wanna okay. I see. I am so slow when it I haven't actually announced like what the stream is. I just said I was modding a controller. Incidentally, this is what I will be modding, my Splatoon controller. That's probably why. So I have a bunch of different buttons and stuff, and so all kinds of stuff to play around with. You know what? Since if anything, I'm just gonna make a video out of this, and use the this camera to film myself. I think I'm just gonna play the Splatoon soundtrack and see if I get copyright struck. So we're just gonna go with that. But first, let's go over what I will actually be doing today. So I have this Splatoon controller here. Take this off because this is my little charger. I have a little dock for my Switch controller. I really love this controller. I love the color on it, but it's Splatoon, and Splatoon has way more colors in it than just these two, and like I need more color, like for reals. Like I need more colors. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. Those chargers are super neat. Yeah, they're pretty nice. It's just a basic charging that little charging dongle. But the one I have holds a Pro controller and 2 Joy-Cons. So I know you Moors have you have the one where you can like actually link them together. And those are pretty cool. But let's go ahead and take a look at the parts here. So I've already opened the one bag here. So I have a full set of purple buttons here. And we're going to be using various buttons for various things. So we're going to have a kind of theme going on here. But purple because, well, it's Splatoon and purple is my favorite color. It looks almost a little blue under this light and camera. But they are, in fact, purple, as you can see here. If I hold it up, it looks more purple. Let's take a look, because these are from Extreme Rate. And if you ever do any modding or anything, you've probably heard of these guys. They make a lot of stuff, like a lot of mod stuff. Specifically, a lot of controller stuff. So they make buttons for all different controllers. They make, as we're going to see, clicky buttons for controllers. So let's take a look at what we get. And this is my orange set here. So open these up. Everything is in its own little baggie, which is super nice. And this is actually different than it was for these guys. The screws and stuff were just in a little Ziploc bag. But here's a full set of screws. And a little screwdriver, but I shouldn't be needing any of that. So just gonna put that over there. We got a little business card, 1-year warranty, their buttons, like what are they gonna warranty on them? And then we get the actual buttons themselves, and they're nice. I really like these buttons. These ones are actually really smooth, which will be great for what I want to use the orange color for. But you can see it's a really nice orange here. All the buttons feel really good. If you're gonna do button swaps on your controller, I highly recommend these guys. We're just gonna, and then we're gonna look at the next set. If I can open it. So again, we get a little package with all the screws and screwdriver. I don't need that. Again, another little warranty card. What are they going to warranty? Their buttons. And then the actual buttons themselves. Yeah, these. Ooh, yeah, these have like a little bit of a What's the company? It is Extreme Rate. You can look them up on Amazon. They have an Amazon store. Um, but they're really good. They like as soon as I got the first set of, because I was supposed to do this stream like fucking 4 days ago. But the first set of buttons I got were these purple ones here. And today I got the orange and the blues. These purple ones are great. Their buttons are. You can see. Let me see if I can get it. The lettering and stuff in it is actually imprinted. It's embossed, I believe is what you call it. They're super soft. A little softer. Like these are nice and smooth. These have a nice soft feel to them. But it's not like that soft of like, there's a lot of like soft, really soft plastics that almost feel like kind of velvety. This is not like, this still feels like plastic, but it feels like a little bit softer than these. These feel a little more glossy. And so here your fingers are going to stick to these a little bit more. Which, depending on how you play games, some people like that, some people hate it. For me, I don't really care one way or the other as long as it presses the button. And then the next mod that we have is I've already cracked into this because it was like stapled together. But this is by the same company, Extreme Rate. And here, this mod, I've stripped out everything we don't need. So we have little spacers here. We have some little tape that they gave us, little tape. And then the actual mod itself, which this is a PCB that will actually replace the shoulder buttons in the Switch controller. And as you can see, they have, let me see if I can get it to pop up on the mic. Little clicky buttons. Little tactile buttons. So I really wanted to try a tactile button mod. Because I recently did a full mod of a arcade joystick, and I put clicky buttons in it, like clicky little, like not like these where these are just like plastic, but they're actual the same keys that like clicky keyboards have. So we got this mod. We're gonna try that out, and if I like this, then I'm basically going to be modding in clicky buttons for all the buttons. So, but I wanted to try that. So, and this seems like a fairly simple swap. And then the final mod, which is the one that I'm kind of most excited for. We are going to be putting new thumbsticks in the Switch Pro controller. Now, there's nothing wrong with the thumbsticks here, but the great thing about these is they detach. You can make them longer. Now there is one additional mod here that I have. It is a D-pad mod, but it's going to be a little more involved. So I'm probably going to be doing that on a separate stream. But it's doing the same thing. It's taking the D-pad from the Xbox Elite controllers. So these would be the thumbsticks, and then D-pad that's magnetic. So, but that mod is a little bit more involved, and I want to see how the D-pads from this company perform in the Pro Controller. So, I'm going to be doing that at a later time. So, I've seen a couple of different ways to do it. The way that I think works the best is you basically, like, you have these holes in here and these D-pads. So you basically fill in these spaces here, and then you take the D-pad and you kind of sand it down, right? And then you basically take this new D-pad and glue it on top of the old. And then you have a magnetic replaceable D-pad. So you can either do the cross design or you can do this circle design. So, but we're just going to be plopping in one of these purple D-pads today. So yeah, those are all of the mods. So this thing's gonna look. Oh, I dropped a button. Oh, I dropped a button. Where'd it go? Hey, I found Screw. I've been looking. Screw. Alright, well, I guess I gotta do inventory on my buttons now. So let's see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. I'm missing the plus button. Okay, I gotta find that. Ugh. Oh, there it is. Covered in cat hair now. Just like everything in this godforsaken apartment. We have a bunch of cats. So, they may or may not show up at some point. Alright, so, let's get all of these over. Those over. And let's start taking shit apart. I am just going to I'm gonna play the Splatoon soundtrack because that's what I want to listen to. And we're gonna kind of do this as an experiment. We're gonna see if we're gonna get copyright claimed. I don't think we should. Because people play Splatoon without getting copyright struck. But we'll see. So we're just gonna play the full. We're gonna start with Splatoon 1. Turn it down a bit. Maybe up to 40. Because I'm not going to be doing a whole lot of talking. How's that, guys? That too loud? Need to turn it up a little bit? Just let me know. Alright, so we're just going to start here. This thing's super easy to take apart. So basically all you need is a driver and a Philip. I believe it is a 0, 0 that works best. Yep. So we're gonna go with 0, 0 on this. So you got these two screws holding on the handles. And so now those just come right off. So we're gonna put those over to the side, and then we see here we have 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And these are also Phillips heads. Ooh. It's actually been a while since I've taken one of these apart. I think I might need a longer screwdriver, so we might use one of the ones they gave us. But with that, this back piece should come off. So there we have the entire back piece. Wow, oh man, that shows up so good on camera like that. Oh my god. Maybe I should do the LED mod for this controller. Oh, but you can't have clicky buttons and LEDs. Oh. Yeah, that looks great. Again, just set that to the side. Then we're just gonna pop this battery out. So, super easy to replace a battery in a Switch Pro controller. So easy. Like, this is as far as you have to go if you need to replace the battery. So, super easy to repair. These are by far the best controller of this generation. So now here we have some deep set screws, and I don't think I can. No, we have some screws here, 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 and here, and I can get to these. So we're gonna go ahead and take these out. So go ahead and take those out. And then I'm actually gonna break open a pair of these. So we're gonna try out the screwdriver they gave us. I don't have high hopes for this. Oh, we also have a screw right here. So right in there. Alright, we got it. Got one side. Got the other side. And overall thoughts on this screwdriver? I mean, it doesn't have like a little spinny top. Like here you can rotate. Like, it doesn't have anything like that. I mean, but it gets the job done. So, like, I appreciate that they always give you the tools to do stuff. I have so many of these. And now I have 2 more. So let's get this last screw here. Also, they never give you a magnetic screwdriver, so which is really nice for doing these dealing with these small screws. Now that unlocks. This controller has actually never been taken apart. You always want to be a little gentle with controllers at first, when you first take them apart. The spin top is real nice. Yeah, it's really nice. You can just kind of put it in the palm like this and just screw. Again, I have the, I don't know if you guys can... I have the iFixit Pro Tech Toolkit or something. It's great. There we go, there we go. Now this is where you want to be very careful because there's a ribbon cable, as you guys can see, in there. So we're just going to come in. You don't have to have... You don't have to use a pair of tweezers. You can just use your fingernails. But we're just going to unplug it from one side. And there we go. Got the 2 parts. So here we can go ahead and do our first mod. Yeah. So these just pop right off. They're not even keys. And we're just gonna come in here. Gonna take off the little... Now they are oriented so you have to put them in the correct way. They should just slide on. Oh yeah. Now the really nice thing about these is it gives the thumbsticks a little more weight to them. Now, if you see your thumbstick doing that, don't freak out. The top part here will make it to where it can't go over that far. And that looks equally as cool under the light. Yeah. Well, there we go. There's our first mod done. If this was all we were doing, we'd be able to put it back together. But we're not done yet. And just to give you guys an idea here. Now there's some sticky stuff here, so now we got to take out the actual board for the buttons and the shoulder button. So we're going to unscrew everything we see. This is how most people do repair jobs. They just take every screw out they see. And then just start taking stuff out. And we're actually going to take this ribbon cable. We're going to undo that ribbon cable. So there's just a little ribbon cable that connects the shoulder buttons to this bolt. And there we go. There's the shoulder buttons out. It doesn't look like any, so this should just oh, nope. There's one screw here, kind of hidden by this. Now, I always like to keep the ribbon cables plugged in on one end. Just because it's a little easier to tell where they go. And then there we go. There's our button PCB. And if we needed to clean, we would just take these off, clean these. Oh, now if you notice here, the plus minus home screenshot button, those are already clicky buttons. Those are already physical. Yeah, those are already physical clicky buttons. So if we wanted to replace the rest with clicky buttons, we would just need to do the face buttons and the D-pad. Okay, so let's get all these rubbers out here. So here's all our rubbers. Probably gonna go ahead and give all these a bath. Yeah, we're probably gonna go ahead and give all these a bath and clean up the. I mean, this is a pretty clean board, but we're probably gonna clean it just to be safe. We're just gonna pop out all the buttons here. So here are the face buttons. There's X, Y, A, B, A, B. Here is plus. Here's minus. Then let's switch over to the. Here's the home, or not home button, but the screenshot button. Here's the rubber for the home button. And the home button actually has a special little housing in it, right? So the home button actually sits inside this little housing. And we so the little ring around the home button is actually a separate piece. So we're going to need to save this piece. And then we're going to take out the D-pad. Now, okay. The first time I took one of these apart, I remember the D-pad being really tall on the Switch Pro controller. Now, they may have changed it with different revisions. Because I know they added more of a pivot here. Okay. But there we go. Gel, empty, buttons. We're not going to need any of these. So we're going to take one of our little plastic baggies. And again, we want to keep this piece here. Okay. So what I want to do next, I want to compare. I don't know if you guys can tell, but the original D-pad has more of a curve to it, right? So it's more concave, and this one's more flat. And the Switch Pro controller is kind of infamous for having a not super great D-pad, but on later models it's much better. On this controller, the D-pad is perfectly fine. But on my original Pro controller, that you actually have Moores, I had to do a little bit of a mod to that. So the first thing I want to try is I want to take this D-pad and I want to put it in here. I want to see how it performs. So we're going to take... Well, actually, no, we'll do that once I get all the buttons in. Now we gotta decide on our color scheme. So I was originally thinking doing blue for start plus or plus minus. Right. That side. Okay, there we go. So we're gonna try that out first. We're gonna try out my original idea. And these are all keyed, so you can't really put them in wrong. They won't fit if you try to put them in wrong. What was your original idea? So my original idea was doing blue through here, purple, purple, orange, blue, and then these would be green, right? But as I sit here listening to this amazing soundtrack, I notice green and purple, the same shade of purple that I have here. So all I would need to do is get a green button, and then my AB could be green for A, purple for B, because the GameCube controller had a green A button, right? So it'd be a little bit of a nod to that. I'm trying to get... I just want this controller to be more colorful. Now the good thing here is these little rubbers will actually hold the buttons in pretty well. I'm gonna put this. And where are my tweezers? Where? Here they are. We're gonna check orientation here in just a bit. Okay. So we're gonna take some purple X and Y buttons. Oh, wrong side. And then we're gonna do Y, orange B, and then blue A. And then we're gonna get this rubber thing here. And so there's kind of my original idea, right? Except my home button fell out. Now the shoulder buttons are going to be orange. I have already decided that they are going to be orange. But now I'm almost like, maybe I should make this purple. This orange. Because let's see here. Because I'm going off the Splatoon cover. So, if I did, we're just gonna kind of lay them out there. So that's my original idea, right? And so we have the, here we see orange and blue go together, right? But I'm thinking maybe we should do instead, because we're gonna have to get back in here, a blue B button or purple B button. Orange Y. I want a blue X. Like that. And then I think for right now we'll do purple A. I think this is what we're gonna do for right now, because then I have to get into this later on. So I'll replace the A with a green. And so here's Splatoon 2 colors. So this green and this purple. And this purple is actually really hard to find. But as we've seen from here, purple, a deep purple and a green are complementary colors in Splatoon. So I think this is what we'll go with. Okay? And so each button will be a different color. Yeah, wrong side. There we go. Then let's get all my other buttons back in. Button swaps are really one of the easiest customization things you can do. I keep dropping them in my lap. Well, oh, Moors. Really bad you can't find that pink color and make the triggers match the handles. Yeah, but I also like the idea of Splatoon 1 color or Splatoon 2 colors, right? And then these start home buttons and the shoulder buttons are Splatoon 1 colors. That's how I knew that these buttons, the heart, plus minus, start or home and screenshot button, were gonna be what they are. And then we're just gonna put the rubbers back in there for now. We're gonna clean them here in a second. We're gonna put our temp purple D-pad in. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this board This is one of the things I love about this Switch Pro controller. You just put this board back in, and you just take the two screws. And then that's going to give you an idea of how all the buttons are going to feel. Okay, so this D-pad still feels pretty good. Like, these are a little hard to push down, so you kind of got to hold it in the back. Almost looks like I put the plus button in wrong. So like it popped out. Or no, I know what I forgot to do. I forgot to put the rubber in there. Yeah, I forgot to put the rubber in there. That's good. One of the best part of it. Oh yeah, the nice D-pads. I mean, a good D-pad's always a good thing. I wish, for the 3DS, they were actually talking about doing being able to switch where the analog stick and the D-pad are. Like, you could flip them. Like, I know it would have been, like, crazy if they had done that, but, like, it would have been really cool, because it's, like, like, the biggest problem with the Switch Pro Controller D-pad is just It's just where it's placed. Being placed down here isn't super great. But I mean, most games have moved to analog control. Alright, let me go get some Q-tips and alcohol. And we'll clean up these pads. Oh. Q-tips. Put those up there. Okay, so we're gonna clean all these pads. They're not super dirty. And actually, the start home, well, I mean, as long as there's not any like major dirt in them, they don't really need to be cleaned. Because the way this works, you can see there's little breaks in these gold, right? A little blurry, but you can still make that out. And what these pads do is they bridge those two things together. So that way it sends the signal of button press. So there, if you have a little bit of dirt in them, it can kind of mess up your whole controller. I always like to use a little styrofoam cup as like trash. Which I've realized I should just like break down and get like have like a glass or mug or something that I have water in, and then a bin that I have for repair stuff. Like I just drag my bathroom trash can in here or something. Be more eco-friendly. Rub these all around, flip it, pry it off. One Q-tip per side. So we just saturate. You can always tell how dirty they are based off of how much black stuff comes up. Which these are not that dirty. We're gonna take this. And again, the rubber pads only fit in there one way. Everything's kind of keyed to just kind of fit together. And I will tell you, if you live in America, I can't speak for other countries, but I think this is also true for Canada as well. Doing this does not void your warranty. So that's always fun. If your controller, if you do this and your controller breaks and you can't fix it yourself, you can still get it serviced. Now they'll ask that you put all the original parts back in, like all the original buttons and stuff. That's not too big of a deal. And hell, while you're in there, you might even figure out what's wrong with it. Okay, so that's all the buttons. We're gonna go ahead and put this thing back in. So we got all our pads in there. And usually when you do this, they actually... this controller doesn't do it. But there aren't too many screws in it, so it's not really that big of a problem. But like if you take a console or something apart, because sometimes there'll be a screw that will like go through a hole, but it won't like sit on it. They always put like a little arrow saying, hey, you need to put a screw right here, right now. And so there we go. And keep in mind, this is going to be green someday. So we're going to have blue, orange, green, purple. Right? And then purple and green. So if we kind of get this back together a little bit, we're going to have something a little bit like this. Alright, so we're done with this for now. Now comes the next part. We gotta take apart this contraption, and I honestly have never done this before. We're just gonna kind of see what happens. See a little pin. Here's a little pin. Looks like that is holding in your Z buttons. Ah. Those. Okay, so this one you just kind of bend out a little bit. And it just kind of snaps in there. So these little hooks here. Some little hooks here, yeah, you can see them right through here. Now the first thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need to take off the little rubbers. And they are actually just hooked on there, so if you want, you could probably just grab some tweezers. And take the top ones off. Right? Now these other ones have pegs through them, so we're gonna have to push those. Which isn't too bad. You just kind of gotta pull on it and push. Might help if we have like a little flat edge here, so we're just gonna kind of mush it through. because these little pegs here just kind of give it, hold it in place. And these we don't actually need, so I'm actually gonna find a smaller bag. I'm gonna put those in there. I'm gonna grab some water here. So we don't need the rubbers anymore. Actually, we don't even need the little cable or circuit that is on there. Now, these are taped down. So if we start from the little little strip here, that makes it way easier. Allows us to get under it. Let me get my other pair out here. Get some flat tweezers out. Oh yeah, much easier with the flat tweezers. There we go, there's the first one. Now we just gotta get... Yeah, so if you just take your time, slowly peel it up, you'll get it. They're just kind of glued down with like some double-sided tape or something. Always be careful of the holes, because those are the parts that are going to tear easily. Alright, and so that should be one side basically out. Okay. Now we just got to do the other side. First part here is getting the damn thing Getting the hers parts getting the tweezers under there. Even though we're replacing this, we don't want to break it, so just be very, very gentle with it. And there we go. And it should just come right now. Now again, we're gonna want to keep this. So we're gonna flip this over like this. And then our mod here is gonna come in. Don't need those yet. Don't need those just yet. We want to get this out. And we want to get this one. Actually, you know what? I want to do something else. I'm gonna grab a pair of scissors. And they gave us some nice tape to use here. I'm gonna cut off. They gave us some extra little wax paper here. I'm gonna try to preserve the glue that's on there, the stickiness that's on there, as much as possible. Now this tape here, set that to the side. We're going to take this, going to peel off a single piece here. We're just going to put it between these little holes. Not quite on straight, but whatever. Ow. So just kind of placing this tape on here so that it gives it a little more security. There we go. Actually, I'm gonna take this one off. I didn't do a very good job placing that, since we have some extras. See if I can get that tape. You know what? No, I cannot. We'll just take this for waxing. Place it back there for now. I cannot remove that one. We have a little bit of extra in case we need it. I'm gonna take this and cut the paper off. I'm gonna cut it in here. I'm gonna put it on here to try to preserve this glue best we can. Although it doesn't seem to want to stick to it. Come on, little wax paper. I just want to preserve you. Oh, come on. You know what? Forget it. If you don't want little wax pieces of paper on you, maybe if I do it this way. Yeah, seems to be doing better this way. I say that and then one immediately falls off. Yeah, no. They're not gonna let me do that, so. We are going to put this back in this a little electrostatic bag here. And hope it doesn't stick to the inside of it like all hell. Come on, get down in there. No, you want to. There we go. There we go. Now it's back in there, and so we've preserved the original circuit board. Now here, we're going to want to figure out how exactly they ran all of this. Be very gentle with it. Ribbon cables are more secure, more like resilient than people let on. But like if you tug and pull, like it's gonna tear it. Okay, and then we're just going to take the back of the double-sided tape off. which is always the hardest part of double-sided tape. I just want to peel you off. There we go. Bam. There we go. And then it should just place down in there. Do this side. And it's got some pegs that you just line it up with. Don't put it down, put it away. Kind of been my motto for myself recently. And then you just kind of give the button a couple presses and it should be good. Look at that. Fuck that. And then there we go. We get clicky keys in our shoulder buttons. And then we're just going to take our new shoulder buttons. Let's see, this is R. See, it's got a little bit of wibble wobble in it. So we're gonna want to take that back out. That's what these guys are for. Look, they gave us little spacers. I just go in these little round pegs. I wanted to try them without the pegs first. Here, let me pause this real quick. Click your shoulder buttons! So cool. And if you wanted it to have a little bit more give, you could just like take some sandpaper, go take off a little tiny bit. Tag. And we're just gonna slide this rod back in place. Oh, which is gonna be harder than that. Okay, it wasn't that hard. And even it actually makes the travel less too. So you just like instantly like. But that's the way clicky buttons should be. This is a great song, by the way. And our last one. I need to replace this webcam with an actual camera. Which I would do, except this camera here is on a tripod. And if I tried to put a full-fledged DSLR on it, and like have it suspended over top where you can't see it would just tip over. I don't have anything to counterweight the tripod I have, or I say I have, but my girlfriend has. And just like that, we have clicky, colorful shoulder buttons. Now I'm going to this one and kind of cut a little bit. There we go. This ribbon cable fits just like the original. And it gives us clicky button. Now, it will yet to be seen whether or not I enjoy this. But that is part of the fun of modding your own stuff. And then we're just going to place this in here. And we're just going to plug this ribbon cable back in. There we go. So there's actually a little latch. There's a little black latch. So make sure you pull that up. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and get these 2 screws in here. That way, this thing won't move around on me as I'm trying to place the ribbon cable. Alright, I believe I got it in there. Ooh, I think I like that. Very little travel. I might change the travel on them a bit. But also, the travel's gonna change a little bit because these little spacers here are all squishy, right? So as you use them, they'll kind of get more and more squishified. Try out all the buttons, see if they feel good. Seems like it feels good. What do you guys think so far? It's a lot more colorful, that's for sure. Let's see, we got Splatoon 1, Splatoon 1, Splatoon 2, and then this again, this will be green someday. Alright, all we gotta do now is get it all back together. And this is where the hardest part of putting the thing back together comes in. You gotta remember to put this ribbon cable back in. Got that? Check our thumbsticks. Oh my god, this feels so good. They have a little bit of heft to them, so like they glide. Oh my god, I'm so excited for this. How long have we been going? An hour and a half? Oh my god, I love it so much. I absolutely love it. And kind of as you close the controller back up, things will start to fit ever so slightly better. If you have a button that's a little loose, like my Y button here was a little loose. But now that I've gotten the most of the screws back in, it feels great. Alright, gotta use their little screwdriver again, because ball and screws. I think they spin a lot smoother too. Oh, something's wrong with our trigger button here. Okay, so let's take it apart. Loosening those didn't do anything, but I kind of figured they wouldn't. Looks like a perfect match. I think it's a pretty damn good match. Oh, one more. Alright. Looks like we're actually gonna have to shave a little bit of this stuff. You know, I'm not happy with these triggers. I am not happy with these triggers. So we gonna do a little bit extra with these. So, I gotta go grab something. Be right back. I want just a little bit more travel on my shoulder buttons. So plus I think I need to sand this little piece here down a bit. Because when this is fitting in here, when these fit down in here, I'm getting even less travel. These top ones I think are good. But we're gonna try. Put that to the side. Put this to the side. I just got some sandpaper here. Some pretty coarse sandpaper. We're just gonna... Oh, let's try it without it. I want to see how this feels without the spacer. Without the spacer in it. See, now it's way too loose and we can't actually press the button. I think that's a lot better. Hey, Moors. You're listening. Come here. Yeah, come here for a second. You're in the middle of something? Okay, never mind then. And then we're just gonna take our other one. We're gonna do the exact same thing. We're just gonna shave it down just a teensy bit. That one needs to be shaved down just a hair more. I just want a little bit of give in my shoulder button. This is a weird song, man. Alright, so we're gonna try fitting it back together now. The squid's moving around in ink. Very, very specific sound. Where are my tweezers? Yeah, there. On. Ooh, Reuben Cable, get in your home. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ah! There we go. Oh. There we go, that should be good. Okay, now we can start putting the screws back in. Actually, I want to make sure I got that ribbon connector in. So we're just gonna watch the light. That's good. That's good. That's good. Down the D-pad. The D-pad we're not really going to know until we get into a game. The end of it? Well, that's the end of that. We will go to Splatoon 2. I was already listening to this. Okay, now we're gonna get all the battery out. Let's try it out. Here, feel the shoulder buttons. Huh? Well, there's less travel now because they're clicky buttons. You know, that's what I was thinking. Yep, that's what I was wondering. Now, normally you don't have this problem. I'm just being a little anal retentive. Because this is my favorite controller, so I want it to be perfect. We're gonna take as long as we need. Get this. I think it might be some extra paint. Okay, I think that fixed it. The paint, I think, was just a little extra thick. Which one was it? Was it Walkie? Oh, poor baby. You okay? I think I might take you to the vet later. Trying to make it feel absolutely perfect. Okay, we're gonna put the screws back in now. I'm gonna see how that feels. Everything tightened up. Okay, I think they feel the same. He's like, I didn't have kids, so I wouldn't have to clean up puke. But like, no, then you, by not having kids, you just don't get puked on. Yeah, I think there's I still need to sand the little rubbers down more. Like I fixed the one problem. I want to attempt travel on both of them. One at a time. I think that'll be good. I mean, I can always come back in here later and redo everything. Hard one to get in. This one's a little easier. There's just more room. I'm just not feeling the click on this one as much as I am on this one. Just kind of. See, both of these feel good. That one just doesn't feel as clicky. I'm just gonna replace that entire rubber for that one. We're doing the right one. We're just gonna put a whole new rubber. There's the rest of my little rubbers. Whoa, where did I put them? Oh, here they are. Here they are. Okay. Well, they give you some extras. Actually, I'm gonna. We're gonna strip that paint off. That one still doesn't feel right. But these, I feel. Yeah, I think it's still the paint. I think the paint's too thick on this. We're here where it's making contact with the shell. I think that's what I think is happening. And the paint's pretty thick there, so... This is just what you gotta do with like custom made buttons. Because I mean they're not quite as exact as like OG ones. Oh, that's so much better. Yeah. There we go. Definitely the paint. The paint was a little too thick. these screws in here. Oh, that was the wrong screw, but whatever. Not wrong, but wrong. All the screws in here are the same. We're going to try that previous rubber. I'm going to try sanding down just a little bit more. I'm gonna try this original peg that I had sanded down just a bit. I also want to make sure that rod is definitely catching both sides. Okay, there, I think we got it. Which is good, because I was starting to get a little frustrated. So it seems the culprit was not the rubber little spacers or anything. It was just the yeah, it was just extra thick paint. Yeah, got it. All right, and then let's get the. Don't forget to put your battery back in. I have indeed done that. Taken a Pro Controller apart and just forgotten to put the battery in. And there we go. And we even got, we can do this. Put on some different thumbsticks. Put like a tall one and a medium one if we're playing like Splatoon maybe. But yeah, I definitely like the way that these sticks feel. Oh my god, they're so good. They're a little heavier. So they're a little quicker. I'll have to turn my switch on. No, okay. And then we just need to get a green button here. And then, obviously, change out the D-pad to be a magnetic D-pad. Because magnets clearly make everything better. Right? Magnet. 100%. Magnets always make things better. Well, let's see here. Let's. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm super excited to try this controller out. Maybe I will even come back here in a bit and stream some, like, I don't know, maybe I have Quake on the Switch, so, and yeah, maybe we'll try that. So we got Splatoon 1 colors, orange and blue. We got Splatoon 2, and we have just kind of a generic, or we're going to have a generic color here. So I hope you guys all enjoyed. If you watched this later as a video, I hope the music didn't get claimed. Maybe I'll even do a yeah, I think I'm most excited for the fact that doing this isn't gonna grind away at my analog stick anymore. But yeah, I'll have to test out this D-pad to really see if it like how it feels. Probably use the menus because that's pretty good indication. Um, I thought it was weird that they gave me an odd number of spacers. I kind of wish these spacers had been hard plastic instead. Um, we'll see if these get any more give in them as I use them. I think it looks great. I think it's gonna look even better when I have this as green. So, all right. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the stream. If I come back, I'll just start it back up again. I know that's not good for stream health or whatever, but I want to go take a break and like a long break and maybe get some dinner. So super excited to have learned that these buttons here are all already switches. I'm surprised they didn't make the shoulder pads, the shoulder buttons, switches. Yeah. All right. Well, I will talk to you guys later. Again, hope you guys enjoyed. So remember, check out our podcast, Backlogcast. It's uploaded to my YouTube channel, Lady Farah. And we kind of missed the second episode, but we're gonna do it. We're just having a little bit of starting pains. So, but have a good evening, and I will talk to you guys later.